activate.
We got the Lord, now we're fasting. Put our souls to rest from toxin. Let's pray the Lord for forgiveness. Let's go because we got this. No eating, no drinking, only fasting. Our souls will be forgiving. Praying the Most High for our freedom. Freedom, freedom, freedom.
Rid your heart, not your clothes. No pretense, the Most High will see right through you. Repent, change your life. This atonement is the day the Most High forgive you. Rid your heart, not your clothes. No pretense, the Most High will see right through you. Repent, change your life. This atonement is the day the Most High forgive you.
Yeah, the Most High got your back. He will never leave you sad. Just please don't make him mad. He'll show you all his power. Make you feel like you're devoured, cold or hot. Lukewarm, don't hit the spot. Fasting is what we do to save our souls. Yeah, it's true. He loves me and you. He is our spiritual food. Plant his seeds just like a fruit. His word is nothing new, but his word is always true. He'll show you what to do. Never doubt his name. His love is never vain. Yeah.
Rid your heart, not your clothes. No pretense, the Most High will see right through you. Repent, change your life. This atonement is the day the Most High forgive you. Rid your heart, not your clothes. No pretense, the Most High will see right through you. Repent, change your life. This atonement is the day the Most High forgive you. Rid your heart, not your clothes. No pretense, the Most High will see right through you. Repent, change your life. This atonement is the day the Most High forgive you. Rid your heart, not your clothes. No pretense, the Most High will see right through you. Repent, change your life. This atonement is the day the Most High forgive you.
jet the process, jet the process. Wow, jet the process, jet the process. Yeah, jet the process, jet the process. I went to the doctor and told him to check my process. Hey, up all night like the moonlight. Lost it cause we can't do right. It's all possible through Christ. We gon' take it back like a spoon fight. They'll tune in if you tune tight. You have to fall off, but I soon might. So I stay humble, but it's ironic. Trying to win the blind, you can lose sight. So I spit the real, then I'm back at it. I don't need no Mac tablet. All I need is a microphone, a dirty sock, and a back attic. Y'all be killing me, so I keep killing it until they kill me. That's my rap status, and I'm one of those that the gang change. Spirit world, no gang bang. But I blow the codes, call me Black Boy. It's Blacksmith was my slave name, but ain't nothing changed. Don't forget the E, wanna see the B, take the A train. Know it's out of order, but we in the order. Know some real juice, fringes cross the border. If you need a dime, they'll send a quarter. That's a drum wall, they can send a mortar. I be solid bomb, they're like, what you speaking? They ain't Mexican or Puerto Rican, but I made sure that I keep saying and relaying it, so you know the reason. Time to wake up and to make up to the most sides, just to break up. Yeah, I'm Jacob, but I'm acting Jack, cause I always stay face up. It's wartime, time to lace up. Keep praying that I find rest. All I need is a God bless. Treat this like a contest. Keep praying that I find rest. All I need is a God bless. Treat this like a contest. And the kingdom is the process. Wow, jet the process. Jet the process. Hey, wow, jet the process. Jet the process. Brother, wow, jet the process. Jet the process. Man, your engine light. I don't need to jet the process. Brother, wow, jet the process. Jet the process, brother, wow, jet the process, my brother, wow, jet the process, brother, your engine light, all you need to check your process, wow, wow, hey, 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 wow, hey, 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 wow, hey, 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 wow, hey, hey, wow, wow. Hey, wow, wow, hey, 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 jet the process.
Hey, yo, Ran, turn that up. Better learn how to bleed the blood of your whole body. Stay in the spirit, cause Satan could use you if you let him. You cannot win, I see your trickery. We at the end, ain't none of that getting me. Confessing my sin, I'm watching my energy. Scripts in my head, it hit me like Kennedy. I know the devil is trying to get rid of me. Walking the spirit, so that mean I'm killing me. Get it behind me, I don't want you feeling me. Get it behind me, I don't want you feeling me. You cannot win, I see your trickery. We at the end, ain't none of that getting me. Confessing my sin, I'm watching my energy. Scripts in my head, it hit me like Kennedy. I know the devil is trying to get rid of me. Walking the spirit, so that mean I'm killing me. Get it behind me, I don't want you feeling me. Get it behind me, I don't want you feeling me. Even on my line since a younger was a child. Had me shooting guns, popping pills, smoking loud. I'm the main event, but I was following the crowd. Wish I would've known what I know right now. Mama ain't raping like this. Had her yelling in the house like, where in the hell we go wrong? Mama and them curses can leave us alone. We made an oath to the one on the throne. Them angels was with us, was never alone. Mercy and grace coming straight from the throne. When this was missing, I made it back home. Mama never had to give me a loan. You had to open my eyes. I had to put down my pride. Boy, I'm so lit, I'm alive. We gon' follow the Messiah. We gon' follow the Messiah. A shot, I'm a lick, a bot, a shot, Messiah. I'm a lick, how about some of Messiah? Ooh, you cannot win, I see your trickery. We at the end, ain't none of that getting me. Confessing my sin, I'm watching my energy. Scripts in my head, it hit me like Kennedy. I know the devil is trying to get rid of me. Walking the spirit, so that mean I'm killing me. Get it behind me, I don't want you feeling me. Get it behind me, I don't want you feeling me. You cannot win, I see your trickery. We at the end, ain't none of that getting me. Confessing my sin, I'm watching my energy. Scripts in my head, it hit me like Kennedy. I know the devil is trying to get rid of me. Walking the spirit, so that mean I'm killing me. Get it behind me, I don't want you feeling me. Get it behind me, I don't want you feeling me.
Make make atonement for my sins, gotta hurt the flesh. I ain't heard nothing till I heard the best. Shabbat shalom, the only time I get some rest. You tried to make a good impression, but we not impressed. If you approach the team with a loud mouth, then you would get cut like you tried out. You was full of living water, now you dried out. I know I'm an Israelite, you think we weren't gonna find out? Israel behind me and everything I'm doing. Like a Lambo, what's in the back, keep me moving. And I need to keep moving for what I'm pursuing. The world a slumber party, everybody sleep. And only when I fast is when I really eat. You're gonna pay the cost even if you cheap. Hide your lies, it's Israelite season. Turning bad nights into some good evenings. Let's go. We gon' do the work until he come down. I'm so empty, telling me to calm down. Precept to precept, get the rundown. One day you'll get it, you'll get it, get it. Sundown, 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 sundown. Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. It's a great evening. Good evening. I hope you're ready.
Strawberry, give me more, man.
Say who gonna end up? Say who gonna end up until the end? Yeah, who gonna end up? Say who gonna end up until the end? I'm patiently waiting. They making allegiance with Satan. The truth is for real, you can't fake it. Keep it humble, you know that they hate it. Say who gonna end up? Say who gonna end up until the end? Yeah, who gonna end up? Say who gonna end up until the end? Yeah, I'm patiently waiting. They making allegiance with Satan. This truth is for real, you can't fake it. Keep it humble, you know that they hate it. This world come with 99 problems, one ain't the mark of the beast. Got royal blood running all through my veins, they can kill it with a vaccine. I am God's flower, he planted his spirit inside me, I gotta succeed. He watered my spirit with wisdom, his son shed his light to me, what do I need? Tell me what more do I need? I hope they take heed. I feel like Muhammad Ali on the beat, got my words stinging like a bee. I pray you repent for your sins, before you get judged for your evil deeds. Pride and lust are the worst fruits, please don't eat from Satan's tree. That's how we got Adam and Eve. Please don't be deceived. Don't be naive, he come as an angel of light, gotta see through the schemes. Ephesians 6 and 14, Bible got the keys, but you gotta read. The most I put these laws in these letters, but that man ain't getting received. They laugh at us like memes when we tell them about prophecies. We searching for God in the wrong places through these evil ideologies. All these religions, they gave us lies to believe. Colossians 2 and 8 states, gotta watch for philosophies. Woe to idolatry. Say who gonna end up until the end? Yeah, who gonna end up? Who gonna end up until the end? Yeah, I'm patiently waiting. They making allegiance with Satan. The truth is for real, you can't fake it. Keep it humble, you know that they hate it. Say who gonna end up? Say who gonna end up until the end? Yeah, who gonna end up? Say who gonna end up until the end? Yeah, I'm patiently waiting. They allegiance with Satan. Truth is for real, you can't fake it. Keep it humble, you know that they hate it. Those who endure to the end, the same shall be saved. Thank God he gave me new life, I was headed to the grave. Didn't believe I could change my condition, but he gave me faith. Even though I fast and pray, Satan throwing obstacles in the way. I jump over them like gays. Resistible, he gon' skate. Don't move fast, gotta pace. It's a war, not a race. Repent now, don't wait. Better now, don't be late. I am great, no debate. A higher grade, no debate. Who gonna end up? Say who gonna end up until the end? Yeah, who gonna end up? Say who gonna end up until the end? Yeah, I'm patiently waiting. They making allegiance with Satan. The truth is for real, you can't fake it. Keep it humble, they hate it. Say who gonna end up? Say who gonna end up until the end? Yeah, who gonna end up? Say who gonna end up Keep it humble, you know that they hate it.
Shalom, shalom, shalom. First, giving all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Hamashem, like Yahweh Shai. The world you know is Yahweh is God. The world you know is Yahweh Shai, as Jesus Hamashiach will be the Christ. A Shabbat Shalom, a Day of Atonement. Day of Atonement, right? And what did he say? Endure, right? Endure. And my name is Ariah.
That's one.
Hey, all praises to the Most High, man. Hey, and at the end of the day, hey, we gotta endure this thing, man. We gotta endure. So, hey, I'm gonna bring out my opening precept, man. Through the Spirit of the Most High, all praise to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man. I pray everybody atonement is going well through the Spirit, right? And all praise to God, man. Right? Book of Matthew, chapter 26. It's been my go-to, man, the last few weeks. Matthew chapter 26, and I'm gonna start at verse 36.
You're not showing the screen, King.
The water, bro. Right, this is the book of Matthew chapter 26 and verse 36. And it reads, Then cometh Yahweh Shai with them into a place called Gethsemane, and saith unto the disciples, Sit ye here while I go and pray yonder. And he took with him Peter and the two sons of Zebedee, and began to be sorrowful and very heavy. So if you don't know this account when Yahweh Shai went to pray to the Father before he knew that they're going to go capture him, and he was going to go to that portion of him being crucified. Right, verse 38. Then saith he unto them, is exceeding sorrow, even unto death. Tarry ye here and watch with me. Verse 39. And he went a little further and fell on his face and prayed, saying, O Yahweh, if it be possible, let this cup pass from me. Nevertheless, not as I will, but as thou wilt. Verse 40. And he cometh unto the disciples and findeth them asleep, and saith unto Peter, What, could ye not watch with me 1 hour? So he asking like, man, you couldn't endure this 1 hour with me? We done walked all over, right? We done taught, we done prayed, we done been in battle together, and you couldn't endure this thing for 1 hour with me? Verse 41 is the point. Watch and pray that ye enter not into temptation. The spirit indeed is willing, but the flesh is weak. And the whole premise of that is that temptation that he say, pray that you enter not into it, is sin. You'll be tempted to do sin, right? Because the whole duty of man is to keep the commandments. And we know the transgression of the law, sin. So that temptation is sin. So no matter what you go through, no matter what somebody else do, no matter what somebody else say, always, always, always keep the commandments. And with that, I yield.
God, mighty precept, King. All praise to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man. Hey, for all those that have not tuned in with Soldiers of Yahweh, if this is your first time, we're gonna go through the basic milk on teaching you how to properly do this. Right. So let me get I'm gonna read the book of Jonah, chapter 3 and verse 7, right? Jonah chapter 3, verse 7. Because it's a right way of doing this. Throughout the years, I'm hearing brothers and sisters say, well, I go on a herbal fast and a non-eating fast, but I'll drink water. And we're not trying to force anyone to do what what we want them to do. You get what I'm saying? Because we all gotta fight this spiritual battle, where, the flesh may be weak and sometimes and most times, you know what I'm saying? Like people have elements, people have illness. Our brothers and sisters have illness to where they may not be able to fast during the week.
Mhm.
You get what I'm saying? So on this particular day, I would say, me and my brother Ari, I would say, choose a day where you're not working, when you're just resting. You know what I'm saying? You have the time to do that. You know what I mean? Because it's very important. Like it's like your spiritual enhancement of getting power from Yahweh Bashim Yahushua every time you fast, right? When I don't know where to go for answers, and I may read the Bible, you know what I'm saying, and I may still not get an answer that I'm looking for, right? I resort to fasting. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna read this. It's the book of Jonah.
Hey,
Go ahead, Ken. You had
can I
something to say?
start? No, I just can I start? I can read it for you.
Okay,
Can I
Con, go
start?
ahead, Ken. Go ahead,
Let me
King.
start. All right, this is the book of Jonah, chapter 3 and verse 5. So the people of Nineveh believed Yahweh and proclaimed a fast and put on sackcloth from the greatest of them even to the least of them. Verse 6. For word came unto the king of Nineveh, and he rose from his throne, and he laid his robe from him, and covered him with sackcloth, and sat in ashes. Verse 7. And he caused it to be proclaimed and published through Nineveh by the decree of the king, and his nobles, saying, let neither man nor beast, herd nor flock taste anything. Let them not feed nor drink water.
So, and if this is the proper way of doing it, you want one more? You was gonna go one more?
Oh, no, I can. Verse 8.
Okay,
And
go
let
ahead.
man be covered with sackcloth and cry mightily unto Yahweh. Yea, let them turn every one from his evil way and from the violence that is in their hands.
Uh, hey man. And another precept just to go but that with that sackcloth, right? This is the book of Genesis, chapter 37, verse 34. And Jacob rent his clothes and put sackcloth upon his loins and mourned for his son many days. So, if you want to do the proper, sackcloth, put the ashes on the forehead, you trying to get real spiritual right now, man. This is a day of atonement. This is a high holy day. You know what I mean? This day is very serious. Like most days, I know Israel, we tend to be carnal most times, right? And I could tell a lot of brothers and sisters cannot, like, they hate when this day comes, King. You know what I'm saying? Like it might be hard for them to do. And you just gotta keep questioning yourself to, man, like, no matter how many years you've been in this thing, even if it was 1 hour or a couple of days, you gotta think to yourself and just wonder, like, what will I do in that day? Because the day will come where you won't have no access to no water and no food, right? So what are you gonna do then? Are you
Mm,
gonna panic? Are you gonna fold? You know what I'm
mm,
saying? You don't know nowhere, nobody to go to, you know what I'm saying, to get what you want. And I'm telling you, man, if you're not spiritual in this thing, you're not gonna make it. That's just the way it's designed. That's how the Most High designed it. You get what I'm saying? So, if you are hearing this message to us from us right now, it's best for you to start fasting. You know what I mean? Because like, there's no other way. For me, man, besides, because I know keeping the commandments get you spiritual off rip. Like, that's definitely gonna get you. That's your spiritual powers, keeping the
mm,
laws. You know what I'm saying? But fasting, man, and prayers, man, that's enhancement. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna feel real like Superman if you do that. You know what I mean? So yeah, they said in verse 7, um it says saying let neither man nor beast, herd nor flock taste anything. Let them not feed nor drink water. So, um like me, for me, like, I try, like, there's been certain situations where I fast at work. And there was one time where, I was like in a heat. It was summertime and I'm sweating bullets, man. And I'm already like halfway into my fast. You know what I'm saying? Because it was like early morning. You know what I'm saying? So, and I started the previous day before that. You know what I'm saying? Sundown, and I just find myself like sweating a lot, right? So then, not knowing it, not realizing it, I kind of like accidentally taste my own sweat, and I felt like me personally, I felt like I broke it. You know what I'm saying? I broke my fast, whatever, and I felt bad about it. I'm like, dang, man, I'm just because I'm trying to do it right. You get what I'm saying? And I'm hearing like, brothers may feel like that's being over righteous and stuff. And I mean, like, you 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 gotta understand the most high know your heart. But if when you want to try to show him to give them that righteous offering, you want to do it the best way you can. You get what I'm saying? So, let's not be carnal and see now or like, playing ourselves in that matter where I'm saying like, you feel like you brushing your teeth or you in the shower and like just one drop hit your lip and you like, I ain't break it. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it said taste of anything. You get what I'm saying? So, when you really doing it right, what you have, Aria, don't you have headaches?
Oh yeah.
Your stomach start talking to you literally.
Oh
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like these are the signs showing that you are really doing it actually right. You get what I'm saying? So, it ain't no other better way to start off by showing, what's the proper movements on actions on how to properly do it for Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. So I yield on that, King.
Right. So we're gonna go into um some of the things, we're gonna go to the law first, right? And then we're gonna go from there. Right. So we're gonna go to Leviticus 23 and 26, right? Leviticus chapter 23 and verse 26.
I can read it. It's book of Leviticus, chapter 23 and verse 26, and it reads, And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Also on the 10th day of the 7th month, there shall be a day of atonement.
Right. So if you don't know how to count it, right, it depends on what moon you're dealing with. Right. So if you're dealing with the first light, it's normally 2 days after, the they call it the dark moon, but the absent of a moon. So, whatever day that falls on, you count 10 sundowns after that, and that will be the 10th day. If you keep the dark moon, which is, the presence of no moon, and you count 10 days from that date, right? And that sundown of that ninth day will be the 10th day at even. So that's what it's saying. Go ahead, King.
It shall be an holy convocation unto you, and ye shall afflict your souls and offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord. And ye shall do no work in that same day, for it is a day of atonement, to make an atonement for you before Yahweh your power.
Right, and it's atoning for all your sins. Right, this is the one time a year that if the Most High sees fit, because I just have to let you know that just because you atone, just because you know you go and you enter the atonement and you do it properly, you don't eat, you fast all the way through, you don't break it, it doesn't mean the Most High is going to accept your offering, right? And we're going to get into some of those accounts. Go ahead, King.
Says verse 29, for whatsoever soul it be that shall not be afflicted in that same day, he shall be cut off from among his people.
So the Most High is literally telling you that this is one of those commandments that if you don't keep it, you kind of should be getting cut off. Now we know we're in our captivity, so we know some brothers don't have the time to take off. So we're not going to be over righteous over it. But the Most High knows the spirit, right? According to First Samuel, right? We'll get that. Where, King?
Verse 30. And whatsoever so it be that doeth any work in that same day, the same soul will I destroy from among his people.
Right.
Ye
So
shall.
God,
Mhm.
what you got?
One more or nah?
Yep.
Verse 31. Ye shall do no manner of work. It shall be a statute forever throughout your generations in all your dwellings.
Right. So so now let's go to Psalm 7 and 9, right? Because it's the same thing that we tell our brothers, like bro said. We're not gonna be over righteous. We like bro said, for him, he ain't drinking no sweat. Me, I'm trying my hardest to blow the sweat out too.
Right.
But then if something like that happens,
Hmm.
hey, we're not gonna be over righteous to the point to where, oh, you done broke it. No,
Mm-mm.
because right here, the scripture is gonna let you know, right? And then I
Says
yield to bro. Something you want to
yes,
bring out.
seven and what, King?
The book of Psalms, chapter 7 and verse 9.
God. This is the book of Psalm, chapter 7, verse 9, and it reads, oh, let the wickedness of the wicked come to an end, but establish the just. For the righteous Yahweh trieth the hearts and reigns.
So the Most High, He knows if you're really in doing it right. Like He tried the heart and the reins, right? That's the spirit, man. So He knows. He knows if you're doing it right. You can fool us 100% of the time, but you can't fool Yahweh none of the percent of the time. So, that's why we tell our brothers that, hey, like we got brothers we know that do truck driving. And if they can't make the whole thing because we know they're driving and it's a weapon, they can lose their job, kill a lot of people, lose their life. Like, yeah, use wisdom in it. If you only can do 19 hours, 17, do it, but don't go in it saying, I'm going to only do this amount and then I'm going to start eating and drinking because now you're not giving the Most High a righteous offering. So you got to remember, this is a righteous offering that you're giving the Most High. And we got to give the best offering that we possibly can. Right? Did you have anything you want to add to that, King?
Yeah, I got a preset real quick. It's one of your classics that you always bring out,
And
and
then
it's
we're gonna get
pivotal, man. I
because
think it's you said what, King? Go ahead, King. Lucky.
then when you get that, then we're gonna go into the before, how you got to get your spirit together, the during what you should be doing during the fast, and then the after. We're gonna get into that a little bit so people kind of know, like, because some people just think you just kind of, you know, gird yourself, eat whatever, and then go into it. But
Right,
actually, it's a preparation into getting into this thing, right? Like just
right.
like any, you don't just show up to the Most High. You know what I'm saying? You got to get yourself together, man.
Uh, this is the book of First Samuel, chapter 2, and verse 3. Talk no more so exceeding proudly. Let not arrogancy come out of your mouth. For the Lord is a God of knowledge, and by him actions are weighed. So, just leaning on back on actions, like, you could say, well, that's according to myself, fasting is just not eating, but I can drink here and there now, throughout the day. And, that's really not showing actions on like doing it literally for a whole entire day from sundown to sundown. You know what I'm saying? So, we just want to make sure Israel are not being hypocrites. You get what I'm saying? Because, the Most High hate all hypocrites. You get what I'm saying? So I yell on that.
Right? So, hey, and we want to show you that, hey, this fasting ain't fun, man. Let's go to the book of Joel, Salaki, the book of Joel, chapter 2, and we'll start at verse number 12,
2 and 12.
right? Yep.
This is the book of Joel, chapter 2, verse 12, and it reads, therefore also now, saith the Lord, turn ye even to me with all your heart, and with fasting, and with weeping, and with mourning.
Go one more.
And verse 13, and rend your heart and not your garments, and turn unto the Lord your God, for he is a gracious and merciful, slow to anger, and of great kindness, and repenteth him of the evil.
Right. So he said, rent your heart. Right. So this thing is about your mind, man. Reevaluating your mind, remembering all the wrong things you done throughout the year, remembering all the ways that you walk contrary to the Most High, and honestly asking forgiveness for it. But we know what repentance, according to Acts, right, is asking for forgiveness and then converting. So when it comes to repentance, true repentance, whatever you done wrong, first you need, and that's what I'm saying, it's a preparation, right? So let's get to the preparation, right? Right.
I
Let's
got a
go.
precept, King. Not,
You got it.
yeah, just one precept.
You got
This
it.
is the book of Matthew, chapter 6, verse 16. Moreover, when ye fast, be not as the hypocrites of a sad countenance, for they disfigure their faces, that they may appear unto men to fast. Verily I say unto you, they have their reward. Con. So, you know, don't do it because oh you doing it because everybody else is doing it. You doing it thinking that, like, it's a trend, it's the new fashion or something, it's in style. No, these are our customs. This is what our ancestors did back in the ancient time, and we still got to do it. We just read it, right? It said to continue in Leviticus, continue throughout your generations. So that's never ending. We have to.
Right.
This is a high holy day. We're commanded to keep this day, and we have to do it right. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it's so important that brothers and sisters tune in with each other, and help one another to like what's some ways that I can do it properly. You get what I'm saying? Because if you just doing it off the whim and you're just like, well, whatever, I can't wait for this day is over. I can't stand a day of atonement. That's not the right spirit to be in, man. Right now, that's not a great offering to give to the Most High. So I yield, King.
Right. So we're finna get into this thing, man. Some of the proper ways when you go ready to do any of this, it's a proper way that you got to do it, right? So we're gonna go to the book of Sirach, chapter 2 and verse 1, man. Right? Because hey, it's a proper way of doing this. And like the brother said, you can't go into it, wrongly. Because the Most High is not accepting a blemished offering,
Right.
right? And we're gonna
You know,
show
what
you that.
yeah, because King, like, seriously, out of all high holy days, right? I think
Mm.
for most of our people, bro, I'm being real with you, bro. They can't stand this one. If you
Oh yeah,
don't really fast, and like you always say throughout the years, I heard you say so many times, and it's so true because I let brothers and sisters know the same thing. It's like if you only doing it on this day only throughout the whole entire year, you gotta examine yourself, man. Seriously. Like
no,
that
this
ain't good. That ain't good at all. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'll go. Go ahead, King. You.
was right. No, you're right, because our forefathers did this on many occasions. And we're going to go through a lot of these accounts tonight to show you that this is something that was regular. Like our people always fasted. They literally fasted all the time, right? So, hey, this is the book of Sirach, chapter 2 and verse 1. It says, my son, if thou come to serve Yahweh, prepare thy soul for temptation, right? So, hey, it's a great temptation to want to eat and drink during this fast. What greater temptation is it? And that's a sin.
Yeah.
Because he commanded you to fast on this day and
Right.
you don't do it, that's
Right.
in the Torah.
That's right, King.
Last time I checked, Leviticus is in the Torah.
Yep.
So if he said that we got to fast minimal one
Mm-hmm.
day a year and you don't do it, that's a sin.
That's a sin. That's a sin. That's like at the Passover. Let's just say you don't drink. You don't drink no liquor at all, no wine, nothing. But that's a commandment. You have to drink the wine, the blood of Yahweh Shah, Hamashiach. And if you don't do it, that's a sin.
Sin.
That is sin. That you are going to hell off, man. That's why, I pray for the ones that, they be kind of proudly, I don't drink. I don't like alcohol. I don't Christ, but we give the everybody want to be like Christ, right? He drunk the wine. You know what I'm
You
saying?
can,
So
you can even drink a virgin. You can drink some crushed grapes. You know what I'm saying? You can just
right,
juice the grapes. You
right,
can do whatever.
King. Right, right. But see, that goes to show you, King, how far they show their actions on like properly doing it or want to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the love that they have for the Most High in Yahweh Shai. You know what I mean? Not even giving no effort at all. So it's the same thing with the Day of Atonement, bro. You cannot be sitting here. Oh, I only fast on the Day of Atonement. That's it. I don't fast no other time throughout the year, and that's
Don't be lying.
ridiculous. And you should self-examine yourself seriously. And I yield, King.
Yeah. Right. Verse 2. Set that heart aright. So you got to get your mind ready, man.
Mm-hmm.
When you yourself, hey, you got to understand that it's a lot of high holy days, and all of them ain't fun, man.
Mm-hmm.
All of them ain't fun because a lot of them
Mm-hmm.
say holy convocation, which means
Mm-hmm.
a gathering. So you need to be gathering with somebody,
That's right. That's right,
right?
bro.
It says set thy heart aright and constantly endure. It means continually endure
Door.
and make no haste in time of trouble. So when
Mm-hmm.
you're going off, hey, you got to make no haste and you got to get your heart right and you got to come to the Most High,
Mm-hmm.
right?
And what better other way to afflict your soul to come right to him? Because he hear you. He hear you
Yeah,
even more. It's kind of like you trying to skip the line, because there's a big line going on, man, and everybody want to be heard by the Most High, right?
yeah,
Everybody want to hear their prayers being heard by the Most High, but you got to get in line. So,
yeah,
a quicker way for him to hear your prayers is fasting, because you're inflicting yourself. You're literally inflicting your soul. Like you're just you're being holy. You're separating everything from this world. Eating wise, doctrine wise, everything, whatever it is, you separating yourself. And, that's why, it's so prevalent that we do this more and more and more and more. You know what I'm saying? I yield.
right. So let's get to Daniel 10:3, right? To let me back off what the brother was saying in Jonah, right? Daniel chapter 10 and verse 3.
Book of Daniel, chapter 10 and verse 3, and it reads, I ate no pleasant bread, neither came flesh nor wine in my mouth.
Mm,
Neither did I anoint myself at all till 3 whole weeks were fulfilled. Mm.
right. So he ain't let nothing go into his mouth, man.
Woo!
Yeah, 3 weeks. You
That's
know,
mighty right there.
that's all the Most High because we know if you do the
Yeah.
research about, what I'm saying, you may go a little bit over 3, but now you start to shut down vital body organs, and you
Mm-hmm.
going into delusion. You
Yep.
start seeing things.
Yep.
You start fixated in your pupils. So I wouldn't, advise anybody to go 3.
Oh, no,
You know,
no, no.
most 3 if you're gonna really try it, but
Mm-hmm.
build yourself up to it. That's not nothing that's sleight of heart.
Yeah.
Don't just I'm gonna be big and bad. I'm gonna jump to 3.
Right.
No, you gotta
Right.
start with 1. Some people
Now
need to start without.
that's being over righteous, King. That's what you mean being over righteous. Because, these corruptible bodies that we in right now, they know better than what it was back in the days, in our ancient times. So what it said in I think it's Daniel or Jeremiah, with all the food is defiled. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, they got chemos and everything now, so that decreases your lifespan. You
It
know what I mean?
does.
So you doing that, trying to be like your ancient fathers, like Moses and Ezra, like you know what I mean? Like the way they did it is different from how it is now. You know what I'm saying? So like bro said, I will advise you not to do that. You know what I'm saying? If you can just do one, that'd be great. If you could do 2 at a time, that'd be even better. If you could do 3 days straight, hey, all powers and praise and glory to Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, because we in some hard times right now. These are the last days. We in this captivity. It's even hard to even like have that on your mindset, because sometimes brothers get complacent, brothers forget. They have you, brother, have you fast? Have you fast? Nah, brother, I ain't fast like in a month. Well, brother, you got to get to it. You know what I'm saying? And if we just influence and encouraging each other to do it, man, because it helps out a lot in the long run. So I yield.
Right. So, hey, and this is another reason why we do it. Can we get the book of Romans chapter 8? And let's start at verse 3.
8 and 3.
Yep.
God, this is the book of Romans, chapter 8 and verse 3, and it reads, "For what the law could not do, and that it was weak through the flesh,
Right.
Yahweh sending his own son in the likeness of sinful flesh, and for sin, condemning sin in the flesh."
So that's what we kind of doing, right? Because we know that when we're after things of the flesh, right, we start to, like bro said, do the things of the flesh. But what we're doing right now is so spiritual because we're denying the flesh the very thing that makes the flesh live, which is food and water. And when you're denying that, you have to increase praying and actually scriptures. Because now we're really feeding our spiritual man and we're killing the fleshly man, right? Watch what it says, verse 4.
Verse 4, that the righteousness of the law might be fulfilled in us, who
Right?
walk not after the flesh, but after the spirit.
Because we know that this is literally the law. We said that before. This is in Leviticus. So this is a righteous thing because it's the righteousness of the law will be fulfilled in us. How are we fulfilling it? By fasting. By completely fasting. That's how you're fulfilling this law, right? And you're walking not after the flesh because the flesh is
Right,
hungry. The flesh
right,
get weak. The flesh
right,
get thirsty. But that
right.
spiritual man wants this, that
Yep,
cleansing,
yep.
all of which, because we know they put spirits in all this food.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So
That's
you
right,
need
Ken.
of Yasharala. You have to cleanse yourself. Like bro said,
Mm-hmm.
once a year,
Yeah. Yeah, Ken.
right?
It's not fitted for this captivity just for you to flash one day out of the whole year. That is
Mm-mm,
really unacceptable, bro.
right?
Unacceptable, bro. Like I would, hey, for all the ones that do, I pray that Yahweh Bashim Yahushua have mercy on y'all, man. Now even go for the ones that do it a lot. We just trying to make our election sure, man. We really are doing exactly what Yahweh Bashim Yahushua asks us to do. And we trying to give that Abel offering, King. You know
Con,
what I'm saying? We trying to
con,
give the Abel offering, King, not that Cain offering, man.
con.
Yeah, because a Cain offering is one time a year. You
And,
fasting
and,
one time a year, only on this day. And I yeah,
and
King.
Cain gave an offering too.
He did. He
That's
gave an offering, but was it
required.
accepted? Was
No,
it?
at all. And that's the key. You want to give a fast that's acceptable to the Most High, man. A quality fast, not the fast that you kind of picking up, an apple that fell off the tree, a pear
Right,
that's rotten, kind of
right,
browning. You know what I'm saying?
right,
You got that bruised orange, and you're gonna make a fruit basket and give it to Yahweh. No, he's
right,
not taking. He's not taking that off. Right,
right. Uh,
right. Go to number 5. Watch what number 5 say.
Verse 5, for they that are after the flesh do mind the things of the flesh.
Hey, so people that they thinking, man, I can't wait for this to be over, so I can have
Yep,
that drink.
yep,
I need that water. I need that juice. I
right,
need that orange.
yep.
No, if you're of flesh, you do mind the things of flesh. But what, bro? What was after
But
that?
but they that are after the spirit, the things of the spirit.
Right? And this is the last one. Watch this.
Right. It's my favorite one right here.
What
For
was
to
last?
be caught, huh? You said what, King?
I'm sorry. Two
No.
more.
Oh, two more. Con. Verse 6. This is the book of Romans, chapter 8, and verse 6. For to be carnally minded is
Mm.
death.
So, like brother said, hey, you
Hmm.
ain't fast all year, and then you skimmed out on the atonement.
Right.
One time you're commanded to do it, you kind of skimmed out.
Right. But to be spiritually minded is life and peace.
Right? Because like bro said, you fast several times and you getting all them extra spirits out, you cleansing your body. Your body is healthier, leaner, better.
Verse
Right?
7. Because the carnal mind is enmity against Yahweh.
Right? So the carnal mind is an enemy against Yahweh. For what?
For it is not subject to the law of Yahweh.
Hey, that's like doing the atonement. Right? Go ahead.
Neither indeed can be. One
Right.
more.
One more. Watch this.
Verse 8. So then they that are in the flesh cannot please Yahweh.
Hey, so if you can't this thing and then be acceptable, because like I said, the most high know your soul. Like
Right.
brother brought out first Samuel.
Yep. That's an action. You doing that by actions, bro. Like you really doing it. You showing him that how much you love him. You know what I mean? We tell that, hey, every single day. Every single day. It's like how you love God, but you justify that being a sodomite is okay. Oh, only God can judge me. No, all I can do is just believe and Christ will save me. I'm saved already. You get what I'm saying? Those are the actions not showing that you love the Most High God and His Son. So I yield.
Man, come, bro. Hey, and that's why I love that Psalms too. He said he tries the heart and the reins, the mind and the spirit, brother. You got the spirit to endure this atonement. You got the spirit to tell that brother, that sister, that hey, I know I offended you and Salakia. Because that's what atonement's all about. That's the during. The during is to make sure that hey, you let that person know that hey, Salakia, man, I didn't mean to offend you. I didn't mean to hurt you. Right? Right? Hey. And I got another one, bro. If you ain't got one, I got the book of Tobit, chapter 12. The book of Tobit, chapter 12. And I want to start at verse let's see. Let's start at verse 8.
12 and 8. Look at Tobit chapter 12, verse 8, and it reads, prayer is good with fasting and alms and righteousness. A
So,
little
okay. Wait, right? Because it said prayer is good with fasting and alms and righteousness, right? So, hey, that prayer. So while you fasting this whole time, you need to be praying it up. You need to be kind of deep in that prayer. You know what I'm saying? All day on your knee, wear your knees out. Wear your knees out. And for future references, you should be writing down throughout the year some of the things you've done. Just bring them back up. Maybe the Most High didn't hear that first one, but guess what? He's all ears on the atonement if you're giving him your all, right? So he says prayer is good with fasting and alms, helping a brother, calling a brother up or sister, call a brother or sister up on this atonement. Ask him if you want to pray with him, right? Hey, that'd be a great alm. Tell him you was thinking about him, right? And then it said, and righteousness. That righteousness is keeping the law. Because you could be doing all of this first part and you've been going the hell off, like brother was saying. It's not good then. Because it said prayer is good with fasting, alms, and righteousness. So guess what? If you ain't doing some of these, it knocks that all out. Prayer ain't being heard, the fasting is no good, your alms is not accepted, and you're sinning. Right? Go ahead, King.
Verse 9. No, Slocky. A little with righteousness is better than much with unrighteousness. It is better to give alms than to lay up gold.
Go ahead.
For alms doeth deliver from death, and shall purge away all sin. Those that exercise alms and righteousness shall be filled with life.
You shall be filled with life. And we know that's in the commandments, right? So if you doing alms and righteousness and fasting, oh yeah, you keeping the commandments. And like we said, this is a commandment. This isn't optional. I just want to get that out your mind. This is not optional.
This is not an option.
He said cut off. He
Mm-hmm.
said, let's go back to that. He
Mm-hmm.
said cut off. Right, let's go back to that Leviticus 23 real quick. Because hey, that don't sound like it's optional to me.
It's
If he
not.
cutting you off, if he cutting you off from amongst your people, does that kind of sound like it's optional, King?
Nah, it's not.
Right?
Yeah.
Right? Watch this. Right here, 29. It's the book of Leviticus, chapter 23 and 29. For whatsoever soul it be that shall not be afflicted in that same day, he shall be cut off from among his people.
Mm-mm-mm.
That don't sound optional to me.
Nah, it's not. No, it's not, bro. So I just had I got Matthew's 17, and I'm gonna start at verse 20. And Yahushua said unto them, because of your unbelief, for verily I say unto you, if ye have faith as a grain of mustard seed, ye shall say unto this mountain, remove hence to yonder place, and it shall remove, and nothing shall be impossible unto you. Howbeit, this kind goeth not out by prayer and fasting. So, it's this is just a normal customs that we always, like King said earlier, all our ancestors did it plenty of times, not just one day out of the whole year. Constantly. When you lack of spirit, if you're lacking in spirit, fasting and prayer are the tools to need to get right back in the spirit. It
Yeah.
happens for me all the time, King. When I feel
And
like I'm been down and out and I'm been out of the spirit for a long period of time, and I'm like, man, when was the last time I went on a fast? And every time
yeah,
I do, I get right back in the spirit, King.
yeah,
Start things start going my way. I started getting more happy. Like you said, my health is more better. Precepts are flowing through the mind. Flowing. I'm talking about great, like on a rapid speed. Like that precept that you forgot, had bad memory for remembering. They just come to like it's nothing, like it's water. You know what I'm saying? So, like that's what this all is about, man. The prayers and the
yeah.
fasting, and I yield.
And I like that precept that you pulled, right? Because if you know this precept, it was they were actually, you know, uh taking basically a perverse spirit, right? From this fella that was a lunatic. And I love it because this fasting is even going into, if you know you're struggling, like let's just say the woman, right? You're struggling with different things in your relationship, you know
Right.
what I'm saying? Uh your children,
Mm-hmm.
things that go right with your children, right?
Mm-hmm.
Even with them, you know what I'm saying? It seemed like, the job is just you always going through trials and tribulations, different things is trying you. Like you said, you can't remember precepts. Hey, you
Mm-hmm.
need a reset, man.
Mm-hmm.
You check
Yep.
like your boy Down Boy on the songs that we had on. Your check engine light is on.
Yeah.
Your check engine light is on. You need a
Man.
fast. You need a
Hey,
spiritual reset.
hey, yep. Hey yo, that indicates like, man, you better tighten up. Something
Gotta
something
tighten up.
ain't something ain't working right now in your system.
Hey,
You know.
hey, and I know a lot of brothers be trying to figure out like what's a good day. Hey, maybe after the Shabbat to Sunday sundown. That's a
Mm-hmm.
good day. Most of
Mm-hmm.
us Hebrew, we got Sunday off.
Right.
So right
Hey,
after
like
the
you.
Shabbat, like that, to that day.
Mm-hmm. Hey, like you said, King, like, because for those that don't congregate after the Shabbat, after camp or whatever, that's the perfect day to do it. You know what I mean? If you even on the Shabbat, I just recently did it on the Shabbat. You know, and I had to go to work and everything, but like I said, man, you gotta choose the days that you know what, this day looks perfect for me to doing it. I'm gonna just go ahead
Yep.
and do it. You know what I'm saying? Don't even second guess it. Don't hesitate. Just go right into it, man. Like, nah, I got my mind worked up on this. I got my mind locked in. I'm sight on. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta focus on that because it's like like Ariel said earlier, you gotta prep properly for it, man. Because ain't no walk in the park. You know what I'm saying? But hey, man, that goes a long way with your how about Shim Yawashai when you do it. And I yell.
Right. So let's go to Isaiah 58:6, right? Because hey, you know, this this fast is very beneficial, man. Like it's not like you said, it's not that old dread, you know what I'm saying? Not the here we go again.
Here we
No,
go again, King. Do I
right? This
have
fast,
to? I can't eat no lettuce and greens and some carrots. That's a fast. I can't have
right?
no
So watch,
orange juice, Aria. I can't have not one glass of orange juice, Aria.
man, no, absolutely not.
Yeah, you had to
Watch this.
this man. Go ahead, kid. Go
Yeah,
ahead,
and he like, can I have some of those
kid.
fruits and veggies? Ah,
I know
no
a
Daniel
brother.
fast in church, no Daniel fast, no Daniel fast. Nuts and berries,
Bro,
waters and juice. No, we're not doing Daniel fast over here.
nah.
Yeah,
Uh-uh.
Hashem Yahweh fast.
Hey yo, for Yashara to understand, I know a brother, ain't gonna say his name, but he had fishes, his fishes had to go on a fast, his dogs had to go on a fast.
Man,
Man, the
listen,
whole household. The whole household. Yo, brother's not playing in this thing, man. This is
man.
no game, man. Seriously. And I yell.
Hey, hey, that Jonah kind of say that though. Beast, everything. So
Everything.
hey, everything. Fish, get out the tank. Get out the tank, fish. You're gonna get in the sand. You have to be in the sand today.
Oh God.
Hey, man, sometimes fish gotta swim in the sand, man. It's
Oh
close to the
man.
water. You all
Right.
hey, but watch this though, because hey, and this is going back to hey, when you're fasting, you gotta have a proper fast, right? Because you can't fast for some people try to fast for I don't say wicked reasons, but they ain't giving the most high that pure fast. And what I
Right,
mean by
right,
pure fast is you're fasting to get closer to the most high. You're seeking
right.
him. Some people
Sincerely.
fasting, yeah,
Yeah.
sincere. The water,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah. Okay.
So I can show people that my precept game is like, no, that's not why you fast.
Right. Mhm.
You're just really fasting to get closer to the most high spiritually. Right? So watch this.
It-
Isaiah,
it- Go ahead, King. Now I
you
was gonna
got it.
say one more thing, King. Like you always say, King, like recently, like they think like the most high is like a genie. I'll go
Come
on a
on,
fast and wish for a Maserati car and
this. Like, ah, ah, ah. I got a genie.
I
No, it
got a
don't work like
genie.
that.
It don't work
It don't
like
work,
that,
don't work
man.
like that.
Are you okay? Are you?
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 58, and verse 2. It says, yet they seek me daily and delight to know my ways, as a nation that did righteousness and forsook not the ordinances of their power. They ask of me the ordinances of justice. They take delight in approaching to Yahweh. Wherefore have we fasted, say they, and thou seest not. Look, he said, look, you fasted, but you see not. He says,
Mm.
wherefore have you afflicted your soul, and thou takest no knowledge? So how did you afflict your soul, but you ain't take no knowledge?
Mm.
Oh, in the day of your fast, you find pleasure and exact all your labors. Behold, you fast for strife and debate. So some brothers is actually striving, hey, so they could be, hey, I'm gonna be right. I'm gonna be
Yep.
right. I'm gonna go to that. I got fasted. No, I'm gonna say I fasted, right?
Yep.
And it says,
Yep.
smite with the fist of wickedness. It says, ye shall not fast as you do this day to make your voice to be heard on high. So some people
Mm.
just fast so the
Mm.
most high can hear their voice, so they can say, I told you so. Now the most high gonna
Right.
judge you.
Right.
That's
Right.
not the reason to fast.
Right.
He says, is it such a fast that I have chosen, a day for a man to afflict his soul? Is it to bow down his head as a bulrush and to spread sackcloth and ashes under him? Wilt thou call this a fast and acceptable day to Yahweh? So, hey, just because you're on this atonement, it don't mean the Most High is hearing that thing, and it don't mean
Right.
the Most High is accepting this thing.
Right.
So now you got to take this baggage and this whole wickedness for the whole year to the next year,
Right.
right?
Right.
Is this the fast that I have chosen? Hey, the Most High said, is this the fast that He chose? It says to loose the bands of wickedness and undo the heavy burdens, and to let the oppressed go free, and that ye break every yoke. Watch this. It is not to deal that bread to the hungry, and that thou bring the poor that are cast out to thy house. When thou seest the naked, that thou cover him, and thou hide not thyself from thy own flesh. So he letting you know, like, hey, the fast he looking for is that fast when he said, when have I fed you, Lord? When did I see your hunger and fed you? When did I give you drink? When did I clothe you? Right? That's the fast the most I looking for. That fast of
Right.
righteousness, the hunger, the meek, that fast that, hey, you're looking to be a servant more than you're looking to be served. That's
Right.
that fast the most I'm looking for. That perfect offering of Abel and not Cain.
Right.
Right? And with that, I yield, King.
Yeah, I ain't got nothing, King.
Right? So, hey, so that's that fast. So that's the fast you gotta give them the during, man. Right? So let's go to the book of First Corinthians, right? Um, Salaki. Um, let's go to let's go back to the law, King. Let's go to Leviticus chapter 17, man. Let's go to Leviticus chapter 17, right? Because now we understand that before you got to get your soul together, right?
Mm-hmm.
You gotta definitely do it right. And then while you're doing it, you gotta have that right spirit. You can't be
Mm-hmm.
fasting in the men, right? You can't be fasting so you can say, I told you so.
Mm-hmm.
Then you need to be doing the little alms and prayers during that fast, right? That's the during. Now let's see at the end what we're trying to establish, right? Because we know you got to prepare yourself. Then we know you got to kind of do it for the right reason. But let's see why we're doing it, right? Let's go to verse. Let's start at verse 11.
Mm-hmm. 17 and 11.
Yep, Khan.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 17, verse 11, and it reads, for the life of the flesh is in the blood, and I have given it to you upon the altar to make an atonement for your soul. For it is the blood that maketh an atonement for your soul.
Right? Hey, and so that's a great precept, right? Why? Because he said, I have given it to you upon the altar to make an atonement for your souls. Right? So what altar is it that he's giving it to you? Go. Let's go to the book of Hebrews, chapter 9, right? Right? Because hey, we got to figure out what is that altar because he's giving it to you for a cleansing, right? But what altar is he giving it to you to cleanse it on? Right? Because we got to understand that once we find out that altar, then we find out how we get ourselves cleansed, right? You can start at the verse 1.
You 9 and 1.
Yep.
Let's book of Hebrews chapter 9 verse 1, and it reads, "Then verily the first covenant had also ordinances of divine service and a worldly sanctuary.
Hey,
For
so we
there
know
was
that first covenant, we know that first covenant had a divine ordinances, right?
hmm
A divine service, and it was a worldly sanctuary, right? But we know that this second covenant is going to have a different sanctuary. So real quick, right before we get into that, right? Let's go to Romans. You know what I want. Book of Rome is it Rome? No, Corinthians. Select Corinthians chapter 3 and verse 16, right? Right? Because he said it was a worldly, right? So let's see what that second one is going to bring,
3 and
right?
16.
Yep, come.
It's the book of First Corinthians chapter 3 verse 16, and it reads, "Know ye not that ye are the temple of Yahweh, and
So he
that
said
the..."
that first temple, was worldly, king. He said that first temple was worldly. He said, but this next temple is going to be spiritual, right? Because hey, people don't think that you're spiritual, but we know you're spiritual if you keep in that law. So the
Right,
only way that the Most High is going to be dwelling in that temple is if you keep it clean. That
right.
means, hey, you got to keep that thing garnished, man, and cleaned out.
hmm hmm
Or else he said, have 7 other spirits like himself, because we know only way that unclean spirits can dwell in your temple means a spirit of disobedience, right? You're going against the law, you're arguing with each other, you're feuding, you
hmm
hate your brother, your sister, right? Your
hmm
marriage is going left and right. The only way you can get that spirit in you of disobedience is if you got an unclean temple, right? So with that, hey, I'm sorry, King.
No, you good. Uh, Verse 16, "Know ye not that ye are the temple of Yahweh, and the spirit of Yahweh dwelleth in you?
Mm.
If any man defile the temple of Yahweh, him shall Yahweh destroy. For the temple of Yahweh is holy, which temple ye are."
So you the
So,
temple, man.
mhm.
You
No, I
got to
was saying back to what I was saying earlier, man, about by you fasting, you're setting yourself apart. You're being holy. And you know what I'm saying? You're not cleansing, you're not putting in the defile substance of this world, man. All the lust, the vanity, always basically being carnal every single day, allowing the old man and old women to rule over you. You get what I'm saying? Now guess what you worshiping? You worshiping sin. That's your God. Sin becomes your God. And then what comes with sin, there's another action that comes to place. And we could read
yes.
it. We could read it real quick for edification purposes. Because I
Yeah.
want everybody to let you know, like bro said earlier, if you don't keep this day and you allow yourself to be in sin, this is what's going to happen to you. This is the book of James, chapter 1, and I'm going to start at verse 13.
Oh,
Let no man say when he is tempted, I am tempted of Yahweh. For Yahweh cannot be tempted with evil, neither tempt he any man. But every man is tempted when he is drawn away of his own lust and enticed. Then when lust has conceived, it bringeth forth sin. And sin, when it is finished, bringeth forth death. Bro, King, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. The worst type of Israelite I always come across is the ones that they'll let you know straight to your face. They'll tell you straight to your face, man, I ain't never went a day without eating. You know how bad, I don't even like instantly give up on that individual, but it's like, how are you gonna make it with that mindset? Like
yeah.
literally, like there's a lot of people on the earth right now in this day and age that have never went a day without eating, bro. No, I'm talking about no eating, no water, none of that.
Yeah,
And
that's crazy.
and for those that for all the ones that eat every single day and drink every day, they got something coming to them. They like a
Mm-hmm.
thief in the night, right, King?
Yeah.
He said, "Yeah, how Yahweh say he coming as a
Like
thief
a
in the
thief
night,
in the
right? Man, you ain't gonna know.
like a
You ain't gonna know it. You ain't gonna know it. You ain't gonna know him coming. You ain't gonna see it coming, and it's perfect. It's all everything of the Most High is perfect. You know what I'm
amen.
saying? It's all righteousness.
All
So you know,
righteous.
it's all righteousness, bro. And you got to reap what you sow, man. It's just that's why the Most High give you these instructions right now. This is the guidebook. This is the cheat
Yeah.
book. Really, like,
Yeah.
yo, oh, this is how I live life. This is how I actually start living. Is by reading the Bible and keeping the laws of God, all of them, to the
Right.
best of my ability. Oh, that's when I begin to start living. Okay, now I get it. I yell.
Right. So let's go back to that Hebrews chapter 9. Right. Let's go to verse 2.
Come.
Right. Because hey, we know that was that worldly sanctuary was the tabernacle. But now we're starting to enter into that spiritual tabernacle. Right. So now we got to see that spiritual tabernacle is, and then we got to find out that within that spiritual tabernacle, what is this? Because in Leviticus 17:11, it said that hey, we got to put that blood on the altar, right? Real quick, let me bring that back up, right?
Mm-hmm.
It literally said that we got to put that blood on the altar and cleanse that altar, man, because it said there's no cleansing without the blood, man, right? So this is Leviticus 17:11, just to bring that back out, right? Because hey, got to get the altar clean. It says for the life of the flesh is in the blood, and I have given it to you upon the altar to make an atonement for your souls. For it is the blood that maketh an atonement for the soul. Right? So that blood. So let's find out what blood is making that atonement. Right? Hebrews 9:2.
This is the book
Right?
of
It says
Hebrews,
for
chapter.
you got
You gonna read it? No, I got it. I got it, King. This is the book of Hebrews,
right,
chapter 9, verse 2. For there was a
right,
tabernacle made, the first, wherein
yep,
was the candlestick, and the table, and the shewbread, which is called the sanctuary.
right.
Verse 3.
Go ahead.
And after the second veil, the tabernacle, which is called the holiest of all.
Right, right, and that's where Yahweh Shai was at, right? I mean Yahweh was at, right? Go ahead.
Verse 4, which had the golden censer and the ark of the covenant overlaid round about with gold, wherein was the golden pot that had manna, and
Mm-hmm.
Aaron's rod that budded,
But
right?
right,
And the tables of the covenant.
right. Go ahead.
Verse 5. And over it the cherubim of glory shadowing the mercy seat, of which
Right,
we cannot now speak particularly,
right,
right?
right,
Verse 6. Now, when these things were thus ordained, the priest went always into the first tabernacle, accomplishing the service of Yahweh.
right,
Verse 7. But into the second went the high priest alone once every year, not without blood, which he offered for himself and for the errors of the people.
we know that the blood wasn't enough, right? But go ahead.
Verse 8. The Holy Spirit, this signifying that the way into the holiness of all was not yet made manifest, while as the first tabernacle was yet standing.
right? So he said the Holy Spirit was signifying that the way to the holiest of all was not made manifest. And we know who that is. That's Yahweh. He wasn't manifested yet, right? Go ahead.
Verse 9, which was a figure for the time then present, in which were offered both gifts and sacrifices that could not make him that did the service perfect as pertaining to the consciousness.
Yep, to the conscience, right? So, hey, the Most
Mhm.
High was like, hey, we used to give the priests all kind of gifts and offerings, right? So it couldn't make the person that did the service perfect, nor the person that actually brought the offering. It couldn't make his conscience perfect. So, I mean, he kept sinning. After he brought the lamb, or he brought the goat, or he brought the pigeon, right after he did that, as soon as he left, he was back doing the same thing, right? Well, watch this.
Verse 10, which stood only in meats and drinks and divers washings and
Yep.
carnal ordinances imposed on them until the time of
Reformation.
reformation.
Yep, reformation, right? Go ahead.
Verse 11, but Hamashiach being come and high priest of good things to come by a greater and more perfect tabernacle, not made with hands, that is to say, not of this building.
And this is the last one right here.
Verse 12, neither by the blood of goats and calves, but by his own blood he entered in once into the holy place, having obtained eternal rep- re- redemption
Yep.
for
Yep.
us.
Right. So, hey, so we know by his blood, right? Hey, he redeemed us, man. Right. So, hey, so he's that actual blood in Leviticus 17 and 11 when it was talking about the blood that making an atonement, right? And
Right.
then this is the last precept, right? And then I know you if you got something else. If not, then I got more, but to let you get in. So First John chapter 1, sorry, First John chapter 1, and we're gonna go down to verse 7, right? So
Except First John.
yep, chapter 1 and verse 7.
Right. This book of First John, chapter 1, verse 7. But if we walk in the light as he is in the light, we have fellowship one with another. And the blood of Yahweh Shah HaMashiach, his son, cleanseth us from all sin.
And that's what he did, right? He was that blood on the altar, right? That in that new altar. He was the new altar. He was that blood. He cleansed our altar with this, which is in our heart. So now we're cleansed, and now we can actually offer a perfect tabernacle now, right? That the Most High can dwell in. Now we don't need the Ark of the Covenant to be parked in our spirit, because the Most High dwells in our spirit. As long as we got that law, statute, commandment, we're keeping it to keep us cleansed. Which, like brother was saying, it goes back to keeping this law as well, right? And if we don't keep this law, then what happens? Then hey, the Most High ain't dealing with us, right?
At all.
So, hey, I yield if you got something you need to bring out, King.
Um, not at the moment. Not at the moment.
Right? So, hey, so we know that we got to kind of do that, right? Because if we don't, right, then we know that, hey, the Most High ain't dealing with us, right? So we got to
Right.
be cleansed. We got to be cleansed by that thing, man. Right. So, let me see. Give me the book of where we brought Hebrews. Let me get the book of um James chapter 4 verse 8. Yep, James chapter 4, verse 8, right? Because we know that this blood is to cleanse us, man. Just like this fast. This fast is literally to cleanse you. It's literally to cleanse out everything that's in your spirit that's not like the Most High. Because the Most High is a spirit. So you got to worship him in spirit and in truth. But in order to do that, sometimes um you literally gotta cleanse yourself out, man. Right?
Book of James,
Right?
chapter 4 and verse 8, right?
Right?
Book of James, chapter 4, verse 8, and it reads, draw nigh to Yahweh, and he will draw nigh to you. Cleanse your hands, ye sinners, and purify your hearts, ye double-minded.
Right? Purify. Right? Purify your mind. Watch this.
Be afflicted, and mourn, and weep.
Right?
Let
And that afflicted is literally fasting. Right? You got to be afflicted. How else? You got to afflict your soul, man. You got to make yourself be in a lower state. Right? Watch this.
let your laughter be turned into mourning, and your joy to heaviness. Heaviness.
And this is what it'll do.
Humble yourselves in the sight of the Lord, and he shall lift you up.
And you got a king, because that's what you were just saying. Like whenever you're in
Yeah.
a lower state, you afflict yourself
Yep.
and then lighten you up and lift you up.
It lifts you up.
Bring-
Every time, because brothers could get, I mean, as many as times you call each other, that might not be good enough for you. You know what I mean? Like you like, man, I need some more. I really want to get back in the spirit, right? There's
Yeah,
no better other way to get back in the spirit by fasting and prayers.
by
I'm telling
fasting.
you, if you do it right, if you do it the right way, do it properly, give that best offering you could possibly give to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, you'll get back in the spirit. Guarantee it. I guarantee it, bro.
Right,
You know what I'm saying? Are you okay?
right. Let's go to 2 Corinthians chapter 7 and verse 1, right? Because the brother's right, man. I'm telling you. Because I kind of took it for granted. I was telling the brother the other day, I was like, man, I kind of, was only going every now and then, kind of here and there. I used to go twice to 3 times a week with the brother.
Yep.
Then I kind of fell, you know what I'm saying? Was kind of
I
only
did
going
too.
every,
I did too,
months or
Ken.
whatever.
Yep.
You
Yep.
know, and of course, atonement. Of course, that was no.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
you
I'm
gotta
definitely gonna.
keep it. You gotta keep it.
Yeah, but I was kind of um uh I was kind of just doing it whenever. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
at the end of the day, you know,
Hey, hey, but listen, King, something is better than nothing. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like, as long as you not doing it once a year, bro, only on this day, you'll be fine, King. Promise you, bro. But if you just doing it one day, I'm talking to, I hope and pray whoever watching these videos, whoever watching this live right now, please, hey, change that pattern that you got going on, man. Because one day out of the whole year is not acceptable. Yes, you could. Yes, by doing this, you're keeping the commandments. You are, but that means almost all the time you're not even spiritual because you're
yeah,
not fasting. You could be praying, but where's the fasting come into? You know what I'm
mhm,
saying? So that's why I'm saying, like, even if let's just say you go a whole 2 months without fasting. All right, now, it's getting that time for where you may have to sacrifice a day. You know what I mean? You may have to fast during the week. You know what I mean? At work. You know what I'm saying? So I'm telling you, bro, man. And you know how spiritual it is right now, supposed to be on the earth
yeah,
right now, because this is a nation fast. This is the literal commandment that we must keep in order to live, in order to stay alive, bro. In order to stay in this thing spiritually. You have to keep this commandment. You got to keep them all.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So, the whole nation should be doing this right now. There's no exceptions, bro. I don't want to hear brothers. Oh, I forgot, King Salaki. Brother, no, brother. You supposed to be knowing what's in tune. You supposed to be paying attention to the times, measure the time digitally in itself, man. Like, there's no excuse for that. Now, if I say, like, if you miss it, you know what I mean, you forgot, pick another day to do it. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to do it. It ain't no, like bro say, ain't no ultimate. Ain't no choice. Your choice is to do it. That's your choice. And I yield, bro. I yield.
And real too. We remember the things that is important to us.
Right, right, right. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. It might sound crazy. But this is like one of the high holy days that I'll be looking forward to.
Yeah.
Because I feel so much better afterwards, bro. But see, that goes in for somebody like
And
me and you, King. Go ahead, King Sloggy.
no, you got it. You got it.
Now I was saying, like, for people like me and you that do it a lot, this is nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But we,
Yeah.
like you said, you prepping the mind, like you said earlier, we prepping the mind to be like, man, I need to think about them things I did in the past that I can't remember and write them down and ask the Lord to forgive me on it because I'm trying to
Mhm.
change my ways, man. I'm tired of being evil. I'm tired of being wicked. I'm tired of sinning. I'm tired of going off. I'm tired of being in this captivity. I'm tired of my people struggling and being in pain all the time and agony and suffering, sorrow. You know what I'm saying? Like, by you keeping this law, you're bettering your nation when you do it. You know what I'm saying? Not only yourself, but your nation. And I yield.
Right. So now I'm finna go into some of the laws, right, of fasting, right? Not necessarily a law in the law, but kind of Paul is giving you some wisdom on it, right? So this is the book of First Corinthians, chapter 7 and verse 3. It says, let the husband render unto his wife due benevolence, right? And that means, what it is, consummation. And likewise, also the wife unto the husband. So it's basically saying, like, you know what I'm saying? You have to kind of, be open to whenever either one says, I'm in need, you have to give it. It says the wife have not power over her own body, but the husband. And likewise, also the husband have not power over his own body, but the wife. Right. And here's the point, because this goes back to the fasting. Defraud ye not one the other, except it be with consent for a time, and that will be fasting, that you may give yourselves the fasting and prayer and come together again, that Satan tempt you not for your incontinency. Right. So it says, so Satan don't tempt you, and you might want to, commit adultery or fornication, right? Right. So I just wanted to bring that out because, a lot of people don't know that hey, if your husband or your wife, want to start fasting or whatever it may be, then hey, you got to kind of get together and you got to kind of come up with you know, with a plan. Like, okay, look, I'm gonna fast today, and then we can come back together, and then I'm gonna fast again. So I just wanted to bring that out,
Uh,
right? So do you have anything you want to bring that?
um, mm, nah, I can't.
Right. So I got two more. Let's get the book of St. John, chapter 15.
St. John 15.
Yeah, the book of St. John, chapter 15. And let's start at verse 3.
St. John chapter 15 and verse 3. And it reads, now ye are clean through the word which I have spoken unto you.
Right. And we know that's by the washing of the word, right? Go ahead.
Verse 4, abide in me and I in you.
Right.
As
Because
the,
hey, go
go
ahead.
ahead, again. Sloggy now. Go ahead.
Saying so, hey, he said, abide in me as I abide in you, which means Hey, if I kept the commandments, you need to keep the commandments, right? Go ahead.
Right, King. Gone.
It's
As
the
the branch.
commandment.
Yeah. King. I mean, everybody want to be Christ-like, right? Everybody want to, they want to go to church. They want to be just like Christ or somewhat to him, right? But they ain't even keeping his law. I don't hear nobody going around talking about, I can't wait for the day of atonement. I don't hear that, King. Only us. That's
Yeah.
faithfully keeping it, bro. That's the only ones that talk about it. You talk to average, regular, our people, and they don't even know that they ain't never heard of Day of Atonement. Never in their life have they ever heard of Day of Atonement. And they don't even know, like, what's the purpose of them keeping this day. You get what I'm saying? Like, what? Man, I'm about to order me a whole pie right now. You talking about, man? I ain't eat
Yeah.
all day. Y'all sound
All day.
crazy as hell. Y'all Christian.
Right.
Y'all niggas, they say y'all niggas is bugging. You ain't drinking nothing. I'm about to get this bottle of champagne ready. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, King.
Right.
That's the
I'm
hey yo,
saying,
that's the You said what now, King?
oh no, you got
Salaki.
no. I was just agreeing with you. Like that's why I ain't even
Yeah,
telling nobody like why you need a Tuesday off. Don't worry about it. I got personal things I gotta take care of. Because they
right.
ain't gonna
Con.
understand it.
Nope. They not, King.
Love God.
They
They
love
love
God though,
God.
King. Yup. This is the book of John, St. John, chapter 15, verse 3. Now ye are clean through the word which I have spoken unto you. Abide in me, and I in you. As the branch cannot bear fruit of itself,
Mm.
except it abide in the vine, no more can ye, except ye abide in me.
Right? So we gotta abide in him, right? Hey, and the only way you could be attached to the vine is if you keeping the law.
That's right. That's right.
Everything goes back to the law.
Everything. Everything came.
Right?
And
Watch
I'm like,
this.
right. Verse 5. I am the vine, ye are the branches. He that abideth in me, and I in him, the same bringeth forth much fruit. For without me, ye can do nothing.
You can't do anything, man. So if you run around here and you ain't got the blood on you, you ain't
Right.
been clean, you ain't holy, you ain't set apart. Hey, he said, hey, he's not gonna deal with you. Cause watch this.
Verse 6. If a man abide not in me, he is cast forth as a branch and is withered, and men gather them and cast them into the fire, and they are burned.
Right? Cause watch this. This is it.
Verse 7. If ye abide in me, and my words abide in you, ye shall ask what ye will, and it shall be done unto you. Woo!
I came to speak the words of my father. So
Dang.
hey, it's going back to that, man. Like, hey, at
Ah,
the end of the day, right? Hey, at the end of the day, he like, look, hey, you gotta, hey, if you follow my father words, then hey, that's what it is, man.
ah.
Asher. Hey, happy atonement, niece. All praise on
God. Oh, praises to y'all about Shim Shai.
yeah,
Hey,
so
can you hear me?
man, so
Oh,
hey,
okay, come
yep, so hey,
on.
he said, he said, if you abide in my words, then hey, anything you ask should be done, man. Right? So hey, I got a couple more unless you got one.
Uh, yeah, it's like I be having them, but I would lose them, bro. I had one in Tobit. I can't find it now.
Man,
Ah, man.
let's go to
Yeah.
Titus then.
Uh,
Titus chapter 2. We're gonna go to verse um right, we're gonna start at verse 11.
uh.
right? Because at the end of the day, right? Hey, we all striving for this salvation, right?
Right, right,
But in
right.
order to get this salvation, hey, we got to follow the way of the Most High. He said, hey, you cannot live without the vine. So in
Can't
order
live
for us
without
to
it.
get salvation, we got to be with the vine. We got to be on one accord with the vine. We got to be getting our nutrients through the vine. Hey, and we got to do the things that the vine was doing, right?
Go ahead, King. You can read it.
Right? It's the book of Titus, chapter 2 and verse 11. It says, for the grace of Yahweh that bringeth salvation have appeared to all men, right? And he's talking about the men of Yasharala. So that grace have appeared to all of us, right? No matter what, hey, he gave us the blueprint to getting that grace, to getting that salvation, right? But hey, it's only one way to do it. We got to keep the laws, man, because the grace is that grace, period. Right? Verse 12. It says, teaching us that denying ungodliness and worldly lust, we shall live soberly, righteously, and godly in this present world. So, hey, we gotta live according to the scriptures, not according to your own vein. Because, hey, that's that doctrine. That doctrine is that wine. So if you dealing with all these other doctrines, now you drunk. You dealing with all these other wines, all these other drinks. Now you ain't dealing with the Most High way. Right? Verse 13, looking for that blessed hope and the glorious appearing of the great power in our Savior Yahushua Mashiach, who gave himself for us, that he might redeem us from all iniquity and purify unto himself a peculiar people zealous of good works. So, hey, we want to be purified, because the only way that we can get to the Most High is through Yahushua. And the only way that we can actually make it to that position is be getting purified, be getting cleansed. And we know that cleansing comes by the word. We just brought that out earlier. Right? So all praises to the Most High, man. Right? You got anything you want to add to that, King?
Nah, that was perfect, King. All praise to y'all about Shimmy on Rashad. All praises to y'all about Shimmy on Rashad.
Yeah, so you got a closing precept, King?
Yeah, I got one.
Go yeah, and
This is the book of Luke, chapter 4, and verse 1. And Yahushua began being full of the Holy Spirit, returned from Jordan, and was led by the Spirit into the wilderness, being 40 days tempted of the devil. And in those days he did eat nothing. And when they were ended, he afterward hungered. So, right now, just like you said before, man, you want to get tapped in with Yahweh Shem Yom Shah. You want to get tapped in with the spirit. You got to fast. You got to fast. Yahweh Shah did it. Moses did it. Our ancestors did it. Ezra did it. It's all over the Bible. Our ancestors and forefathers and foremothers did it. And we must do it in these last days to try to make our election sure. It ain't guaranteed. Like bro said, just because you're doing it don't mean the Most High hearing you. So you got to do it more and more and more. And try to get his attention. You get what I'm saying? Because by you not doing it at all, you definitely ain't getting his attention that way. Promise you. Because you don't have no faith. You have a lack of faith, man. And fasting puts you, gives you that more faith increasing. You know what I'm saying? And that's what you need. By all means, that's what you need, Yasharala, you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. This message is for you only. It is not for everybody else. So stop trying to put and allow other people, you giving your strength to a strange nation, like that Baruch 4, and I think it's like verse 3 or 4 says, we love giving our strength to other nations, man. This is our God. He's the creator of all things. We gotta obey what he say, not what man say. So, you know, get yourself right. If you're not fasting right now, man, you need to repent, and you really need to choose another day to do it expediently. Don't wait, don't hesitate. You know what I'm saying? Because like bro brought out that scripture, the most high know the heart. You know what I'm saying? You can fool man, but you can't fool the most high. So, if you really did accidentally forget this date, you know what I'm saying, you could just try to, repent and choose a better day to do it. You know what I'm saying? Because it must be done. It's no excuses, no exceptions, man. Because if that's the case, then that means you just want to die here in this wicked land, man, Babylon the Great. You don't want to make it here. You want to prosper here in Esau kingdom and the other nations. You know what I mean? So, are you okay?
Right. So I got, a couple precepts, right? Because it's a twofold, right? So the first one is gonna be the book of St. John, chapter 2, and I'm gonna start at verse 12 real quick, right? Because the whole reason for the atonement is literally to cleanse your temple and to get your temple back on one accord with the Most High, man. Like, that's the whole reason for it. It ain't for to just see how long you cannot eat. It ain't to see how long you cannot drink, right? No, it's actually to get on one accord. It's really to cleanse your temple and get that blood to cleanse. So you're really re-cleansing that temple so you can be acceptable to the Most High, right? That's why it says in Romans 12, you know what I'm saying, be an acceptable offering. Make your body living sacrifice,
Right.
right? So this is the book of St. John, chapter 2 and verse 12, right? It says, after this, he went down to Capernaum, he and his mother and his brethren and his disciples, and they continued there not many days. Verse 13, and the Jews' Passover was at hand, and Yahushua went up to Jerusalem and found in the temple those that sold oxen and sheep and doves and the changers of money sitting. And when he had made a scourge of small cords, he drove them all out of the temple, and the sheep and the oxen, and poured out the changers' money, and overthrew the tables. And he said unto them that sold doves, take these things hence, make not my father's house an house of merchandise. Right? So, that's a twofold, right? Because he's also talking about your spiritual temple, right? Yes, this is the physical temple, but he was cleaning the temple, right? So this could be a twofold as us entering into this point of the fasting to clean out our spiritual temple, right? So now we're going to go into the book of Matthew, chapter 12, and we're going to start at verse through the Spirit. We'll start at verse uh we'll start at verse 3, right? So the book of Matthew, chapter 12 and verse 43. It says, when the unclean spirit is gone out of a man, he walketh through dry places, seeking rest and findeth none. So, right, this could go into that time of atonement, right? Kind of atone, kind of doing it that once a year, right? You kind of got your spirit together, been reading more when it come up to this day, you getting yourself prepared, and then you fast, right? So you drive all them unclean spirits out, because we know according to, I think it's John, when all the unclean spirits went into the pigs. So we know that it has to be an unclean vessel to receive the unclean spirits, right? And this is going to show you. It says, then he said, I will return into my house from whence I came out. And when he has come, he findeth it empty, swept and garnished, right? Because you done fasted, prayed, right? You done got rid of your lust, like the brother said in James. Right now, it's gotten to the point though that you got comfortable, like I said I did.
Right.
Now I'm not fasting every month.
Right.
Now I'm not even fasting every 2 months. Now
Right.
I'm not even every 3 months.
Right.
Kind of fast every 3.5 months.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe every month here, 3 months there, 1 week there.
Right.
There's no consistency.
Mm-hmm.
But now it's all garnished out. Watch what he say after that. 45. Then goeth he and taketh with himself 7 other spirits more wicked than himself, and they enter in and dwell there, and the last state of that man is worse than the first. Even so shall it be also unto this wicked generation. So, hey, the Most High may, you know what I'm saying, see, like, oh, this brother was getting built up in the spirit. This sister's getting built up in the spirit. Hey, they was fasting, they was praying, they was in their book, they precepting that thing out, and then all of a sudden, they kind of stopped. Now your break's been locked up on you. Now even on the atonement, you ain't fasting for the Most High. You ain't fasting for Hashem Yahweh Shai. Now you got 7 more spirits, more wicked, deadlier than they were in the first. Make that make sense.
Harsh. Kind of rough,
right?
brother.
So we tell you, Yasharala, right? Because hey, I got another precept, King.
Bring it out. Bring it out, King.
Right? Because hey, he said the last state is worse than the first. How can that happen?
That's right.
Right? This Hebrews chapter 10. Watch this. Right? This is the book of Hebrews chapter 10, and we'll start at verse 19. It says, having therefore, brethren, boldness to enter into the holiest by the blood of Yahushua. Right? So, hey, we done got built up in this thing. We know Yahushua done died for us. Right now, we got that blood on us. Now we cleansed out, we fasting regularly. It says, by a new and living way, which he have consecrated for us through the veil, that is to say, his flesh, and having a high priest over the house of Yahweh, because we know we the temple. So we that house. Right? We got that high priest over us. We done got cleansed with blood. Let's see what happens. It said, let us draw near with a true heart in full assurance of faith, having our hearts sprinkled from an evil conscience and our bodies washed with pure water. Hey, we know we got that pure water on us now. Watch this. Let us hold fast the profession of our faith without wavering, for he is faithful that promised. And let us consider one another to provoke unto love and to good works. So, hey, you got to provoke each other with that love and that good works when you done got to cleanse. Uh-oh, here we go. Not forsaking the assembly of ourselves together, right? As the manner of some is, but exhorting one another, and so much the more as you see the day approaching. So as you see us getting more and more wicked with Yasharala, hey, we got to get together. We got to exhort ourselves. We got to lift each other up. We got to exhort each other, man. Not tearing each other down, not kind of not listening to each other, not kind of loving each other, right? Not kind of doing what we feel is right, right? Here's the point. For if we sin willfully after you have received the knowledge of the truth, hey, you done got your spirit all together. You've been fasting, you've been praying. Now all of a sudden you get to the Day of Atonement. I don't feel like doing it this year.
Wow. Wow, bro.
Hey, now you're sinning willfully because now you thought you was there, you got comfortable in your way. Now you sinning willfully thinking that, oh, the grace is still with me. It says that we receive the knowledge of the truth. It says there remains no more sacrifice for sins. Watch this. But a certain fear for looking for judgment, for of judgment and fiery indignation, which shall devour the adversaries. Watch this. He that despised Moses' law died without mercy under 2 or 3 witnesses. Watch this. Of how much sore punishments suppose ye shall be thought worthy who have trodden under the foot the Son of Yahweh, and counted the blood of the covenant. Hey, you was cleansed through that blood, though. Remember that? 1 John chapter 1 and verse 7. You was cleansed under. He says, suppose ye shall he be thought worthy who have trodden under the foot the Son of Yahweh, and have counted the blood of the covenant wherewith he was sanctified an unholy thing. Brother, I want to reread that, bro. It said, have counted the blood of the covenant wherewith he was sanctified an unholy thing, and have done despite unto the Spirit of grace. For we know him that have said, vengeance belongeth unto me. I will recompense, saith Yahweh. And again, Yahweh shall judge his people. This is the point. Hey, it is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living Yahweh.
Right.
So I just tell you, Yasharala, you got to keep that temple cleansed, man.
Right. I got one more.
Ready.
One more.
I got another one too. Go ahead, you get yours.
The book of Galatians, chapter 2, verse 21. I do not frustrate the grace of Yahweh. For if righteousness come by the law, then Hamashiach is dead in vain. Man, Hamashiach, we ain't frustrating the grace of Yahweh, bro. I'm not about to just go fast throughout the year, and then when the day of atonement come, I'm gonna take this day off. I'm gonna skip it. I'll do it next year. That's frustrating the grace of God, bro. And
man,
you know, and it makes Yahweh shine in vain. He done died for you, not to be a nigga though. To keep the laws of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah, to keep these laws, statute, commandments. That's what he died for. Knowing that you're gonna get right with the Father, man, and himself. But you know, hey, it said, let me get it real quick. Well, you get yours. A classic. I ain't read it in so long, but it's very prevalent, man. It's very necessary. And Yashra, y'all gotta hear this. It's the book of Psalms, chapter 3 and verse 5. Trust in the Lord with all thy heart, and lean not to thy own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths. Be not wise in thy own eyes. Fear the Lord and depart from evil. Yeah, man, it's evil for you to want to eat on this day. Drink a soda, the soda pop. Eat your favorite ginger ale. You know, you on a tight schedule. You on a schedule. You've been on it for a couple months now, and this day might have to you might have to break that. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't drink, you can't eat. You know what I'm saying? It's a sacrifice. You putting your body as a living sacrifice. And like brother said, it shouldn't be just only on this day. It should be most days of the year. You know what I'm saying? You know, but if you're doing it, let's just say once a month, that's better than nothing. That's better than nothing. We would just like how we will hope that you can increase that number. Make it twice a month, maybe 3 times a month.
Absolutely.
Once a week, if possible. If possible, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because you can never go so far with the Most High, man. No matter. Hey, man, that's in that Iraq, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, go as hard as you can. Reach for the stars, what they say, right? You know what I'm saying? And you can't do nothing without Yahweh Shai. So first you got to get right with Yahweh Shai. And he's the advocate. He's the mediator. It's like, look, Lord, look, Father, the brother, you know, he been slacking a couple of weeks now. He ain't been praying. He ain't been fasting, but give him mercy. He's trying. Now look at him. He's getting up. He's praying. The first thing he do is pray. First thing he just going into studying, watching videos, giving alms, calling brothers and sisters up, checking on them. You know what I'm saying? That's tapping into the spirit, man. And you need that starting kit. Yo, fasting is a starting kit, man. It's your preparation before you start getting into the spirit. It will automatically get you there. But you gotta do it. You gotta do it. You gotta endure the affliction, the long suffering of it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Shalom, Sister Naomi, House
Hey,
of
Shalom.
Shia.
Hey, Yabashimashai Shamar and
Uh,
Barakatah.
Khan. Okay, how you okay?
Right? And the brother right though, hey, you got to give it up. Because watch this. It's the book of First Corinthians, chapter 6 and verse 13. And it reads, meats for the belly, and the belly for meats, right? So hey, we know that the Most High made meats for the belly and the belly for meats. But watch this. But Yahweh shall destroy both it and them. Now the body is not for fornication, because guess what? If you're not keeping this day, guess what you're doing? You're fornicating, brother.
Fornicating.
Guess what? You're
Fornicating.
not. You're dealing with some other God, because
That's right.
your power told you that you need to keep this day,
That's
right?
right.
It says, but for Yahweh and Yahweh for the body, and Yahweh have raised up Yahweh Shai, and will also raise up us by his own power. Watch this. Know ye not that your bodies are the members of Hamashiach? Shall I then take the members of Hamashiach and make them the members of a harlot? Hey, because if you're not keeping this day, guess what you just did? You just whored yourself out. You just kind of went
Mm,
off. Committed spiritual
mm.
fornication, man.
Right. Right,
Let's
King.
look at that real.
Right.
Let's look at that. 1 Corinthians 6 and verse 13 in the blue letter real quick.
Uh. While you getting that, I'm gonna read this real quick. Proverbs 13 and 13. Whoso despiseth the word shall be destroyed. But he that feareth the commandment shall be rewarded. So if you fear this day, you're gonna be rewarded. And we read that already. You're gonna be openly rewarded. You know what I'm saying? Don't boast about it. Don't be like, yeah, like brother said earlier, I'm fasting. Look how long I'm doing it. You know, I'm doing it so I could get more precepts. I can remember more precepts so I can outshine that brother that I go to camp with. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Don't do it for vainglory, man.
Mm.
Don't do it for clout. Don't do it for yourself, man. Do it for y'all Bashim outside, man. Afflict your soul. Not you.
Strong's G 4202. Parnaya. Parnaya.
Pornaya, right? Says illicit sexual intercourse, adultery, fornication, homosexuality, lesbianism, intercourse with animals, right? Sexual intercourse with close relatives, sexual intercourse with divorced man or woman, metaphoric, right? The worship of idols.
Uh,
Defilement of idolatry is incurred by eating the sacrifices offered to idols. So hey, if you eating today, guess what you just did? You ate a sacrifice offered to an idol. Because the Most High told you, don't let nothing touch your lips. So let's go back to that precept, because I just wanted to bring that out, King. Hey,
uh,
that's spiritual nation, man. Right? Idolatry, man. So it says meats for the belly, and the belly is the book of 1 Corinthians 6 and 13. It said meats for the belly and the belly for, but Yahweh shall destroy both it and them. Now the body is not for fornication, but for Yahweh, and Yahweh for the body. And Yahweh have both raised up Yahweh Shai, and also raised up us by his own power. Now ye know that your bodies are the members of Hamashiach. Shall I then take the members of Hamashiach and make them the members of an harlot? And that's mighty, because think about it. Yahweh Shai was perfect.
mm-hmm,
So now you're
mm-hmm.
literally taking Hamashiach from his perfect state and making
Mm-hmm.
them
Yep.
how wicked. How wicked
Yep.
is that?
Wicked. Very
It's
wicked.
almost like me taking my brother and taking him to his strongest temptation and dropping him off right there.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's that's just wicked. It says Yahweh forbid. It says, what? You know ye not that he which is joined to a harlot is one body? For two, saith he, shall be one flesh. But he that is enjoined unto Yahweh is one spirit. Say, hey, and he's saying that you are harlot because why? Hey, you dealing with idolatry, man. That's why it says, flee fornication. Every
Right.
sin that doeth is without the body. Yeah, because that's a spiritual thing. But he that committed fornication sinneth against his own body.
Mm.
It says, what? Know ye not that your body is the temple of the Holy Spirit, which is in you, which ye have of Yahweh, and ye are not your own. You don't even belong to yourself. It says, for ye are bought with a price. Therefore, glorify Yahweh in your body and in your spirit, which are Yahweh's. So, A, it's going into A. If you going off, A, and you defiling the temple, A, let me get another precept real quick. Because, hey, this is deep, man. Like, you cleansing this temple and getting your temple together, it's a big deal, man. And breaking that fast is kind of like defiling the temple, King. What you think, King?
Yeah, it's worse than that, bro. You just showing the Most High that you don't want to make it. And you just don't give a damn. You, and let me before you get that precept, let me get this one real quick. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 14, verse 12. There is a
Let me
way which seemeth right. Go ahead, King. Sorry.
get it up. Now, I do want to get it up there because people do be telling me that they do like seeing it up there. What is it? Proverbs what?
14, 12.
Con, on with you, King.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 14, verse 12, and it reads, there is a way which seemeth right unto a man. Like, yeah, you going about your day, you know it's an atonement, but maybe you feel like you can't get through the whole day. Maybe you got these problems, issues. Like, we ain't saying kill yourself, but the Most High is merciful. He's not a malicious God, bro. He can get you through anything if you believe, if you have faith. And nine out of 10, if you just take that leap of faith sometimes, it'll get you through whatever it is that you need to get through. You know what I'm saying? Your brothers gotta have that faith. Sisters gotta have that faith. You know what I'm saying? So it says, there is a way that which seemeth right unto a man, but the ends thereof are the ways of death. So you trying to like, kind of skim through it. You're doing a half fast, man. Is what that John 10 and say, John 10 and 1? You trying to go through that other door. You trying to go
Oh
another
man,
way, man. Another route, bro. It ain't every time we try to go through another route, bro, it never works, bro. It never works, bro. Why we keep playing ourselves like this? Stop going through that other door. Go through the door of adversity. That's the one you want to go through. You know what I'm saying? So when you feeling that pain, the headache, you know what I'm saying? Like, just be mindful. Like, all right, I'm gonna try my best. I'm gonna give it my all. And you know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't not trying to tell you to pass out. If you're normally passing out on regular days, eating and drinking, what's and that's what I'm saying. The Most High can give you the strength to endure that. He will literally give you the strength. You know what I mean? You feel like you can't do it. You got like 2 hours left on the clock. You went all day. You right there, man. You don't keep going, man. Don't break it. Don't break it. Don't get weary, man. And well doing, man. Now you okay? Go ahead, King.
right? So the brother just said something. He always brings it out, so I just went ahead and brought it up for him.
Adversity.
Adversity is misfortune, ill luck, bad luck, trouble, difficulty, hardship, distress, disaster, misadventure, suffering, affliction. Because ain't that what we're afflicting the soul?
That's right,
That
King.
goes sorrow, misery, heartbreak, ache, wretchedness, tribulation,
Whoa.
woe, which is destruction,
Right.
pain, trauma, torment, torture, mishap, accident, shock, upset, reversal, setback, crisis.
Yo, when you keep the Day of Atonement, it's a crisis. It's a crisis.
Trials and tribulations. Hell.
That's the one right there, bro. You could drop the mic right there.
That's the one, man.
It said hell, brother. Hell, brother. But yeah, our people not looking forward to this day, King. Go ahead, King.
Right, and that's the book of Romans, chapter 12 and verse 1. It said, I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of Yahweh, that you present your bodies a living sacrifice. That means a righteous sacrifice.
Right.
It says holy, which is set apart, acceptable. If you're not fasting, you're not acceptable. You're not set apart. And guess what? Guess what the atonement is? Which is your reasonable service.
Right.
It's just your reasonable service, Yasharala.
Right.
And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. Exactly. Yeah, you may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of Yahweh. Hey, and you was bringing this out, so I had to go back to it. Proverbs chapter 14 and verse 11. Going back to the tabernacle. It said, the house of the wicked shall be overthrown. If you do not keeping the atonement, right? You gonna go ahead and say, I'm gonna keep it another day. I'm gonna repent. Hey, who knows?
Bro.
The Most High may send them 7 evil spirits to come to your house.
That's right.
Watch this. But the tabernacle of the upright shall flourish, because you're gonna be to that vine, man.
That's right, King.
Like you're gonna be to that vine. Right. So hey, you got the choice, man. The choice is yours. Life or death. Right? Ain't that Deuteronomy 11 and 26? Right? I'm bring that out, man. And, a couple more. I don't want to kill nobody, but at the same sense, hey, if everybody took it off, you know what I'm saying? They ain't doing nothing else but praying in the scriptures. Right, just the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 11 and verse 26. He said, behold, I set before you this day a blessing and a curse. Right? What's the one that says life and death?
That's 30.
Okay,
30. Yeah. That's like 30 and verse 18, I think. 18, 17.
Yeah. See, that's why you gotta have your brothers, man. With the clean tabernacle.
God. Gotta get right, bro. We gotta get right, brother. Gotta get right.
Where's that?
Keep going down. I think it's like verse 17, 18.
Yeah, yep.
Wait, keep going down.
Life from good, evil, death and evil.
I'll
take that one.
That's okay.
I'll take that one. That's good.
All right.
That's good too. It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 30, verse 15. It says, see, I've set before you this day life and good, death and evil. Come on, man. Right?
Uh-huh.
Hey, so what you choose? And then
Yeah, it's 30 and 19. 30 and 19.
go
30 and
down
19.
further.
Yeah.
Right? He says, this is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 30, verse 19 says, I call heaven and earth to record this day against you, that I set before you life and death, blessing and cursing. Therefore choose life, that both thou and thy seed may live. Because
Mm,
your seed is not going to live if you're gone.
that's right. That's right, bro.
Right, boy? Right? Because ultimately it comes down to this, man. It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 40. Uh, where is it at? 28 and 47.
Mm,
It says, because thou servest not Yahweh thy power with joyfulness and gladness of heart for abundance of all things, right? Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which
mm,
Yahweh shall send against thee. Hey,
mm.
so it all goes to this. Like the brother said, we know that this isn't one of the high holy days that everybody, you know, just just adorns to get to.
Excited, right?
We
They desire it
know,
all year round.
yeah,
All year
come
round.
on,
Like,
bro.
yo, Ariel, I can't wait for the Day of Atonement. I can't. That's my favorite one. That's my favorite one. You don't hear brothers and sisters saying that, bro. You know, and it's okay because we know Passover and then
Yup,
tabernacles, first
yup,
fruits. Those are the ones
yup,
that we rejoice in the most. But this one right here, this is the one that sets you straight for all the other ones to get you
yeah.
right for all the other ones. The Day of Atonement, man.
Hey, how can you go to the Feast of Tabernacles, which is less than a week away, and your tabernacle dirty? It's filthy. You
Filthy,
going into you going into tabernacles with 7 evil spirits more wickeder than the first.
crazy.
That's how I love the Most High, because He literally set each high holy day up for the next high holy day. So
Right,
how can you go to the next high holy day and you're off?
right, right,
How can you how can you be the first fruit if the Most High didn't pass over you?
right.
Acceptable first fruit, and you got put to death. Makes no sense,
Makes no sense.
right? So yeah, I got a couple more, man. Cause hey, at the end of the day, man, we got to get this thing right, man. We know that we're only keeping the righteous acts, right?
Right.
We only know that. But at the end of the day, hey, we got to keep the righteous acts to the best of my ability, right? So it's going to it's crazy, bro, because hey, at the end of the day, man, hey, let's go to Second Chronicles chapter 29 and verse 17. Right? Because hey, we gotta hey, our forefathers did it, man. Right? Another twofold, man. First Chronicles chapter 29 and verse 7. Second Chronicles 29 and 17. It's the book. Let's start up at 15. It's the book of Second Chronicles chapter 29 and verse 15. It says, and they gathered their brethren and sanctified themselves, right? So hey, it's a holy convocation, man. Gotta kind of gather yourselves and sanctify, right? That's cleanse, right? That means this atonement is a cleansing. It says, and came according to the commandment of the king by the words of Yahweh to cleanse the house of Yahweh. So this is the house, this is the temple. We are commanded by the king. Also, I sent the commandment down through Yahweh Shai to let us know we got to cleanse our temple. It don't get no better. It says,
Right.
and the priest went into the inner part of the house of Yahweh to cleanse it, and brought out all the uncleanness that they found in the temple of Yahweh into the inner court of the house of Yahweh. And the Levites took it and carried it out abroad to the brook Kidron. Right? And this is the point. Now they began on the first day of the first month to sanctify, and on the 8th day of the month came to the porch of Yahweh. So they sanctified the house of Yahweh in 8 days, right? It says in the 16th day of the first month, they made an end. And look, Salaki, then they went to Hezekiah the king and said, we have cleansed all the house of Yahweh, Salaki, and the altar of burnt offering, and all the vessels thereof, and the showbread table, and all the vessels thereof. Moreover, all the vessels which King Ahaz in his reign did cast away in his transgressions have we prepared and sanctified, and behold, they are before the altar of Yahweh. And we know that altar is Yahweh, right? Right. We know that we're actually that temple, man. Right. We got that in Revelations, right? Hey, let's see. Right, real quick, through the spirit. Because we know that we the temple. Right? Real quick. Let me know, King, if you done, man.
Yeah, I'm done, King. I'm done.
All right, calm, man. Right? Because we know we're that temple, man. Right, real quick. Right? We'll end it there, man. I don't want to keep everybody too long,
Yeah,
man, because we know
because I promise you we'll be here all night, brother.
all night.
I gotta shut it down right now, bro. Because I got trust me, I got more precepts, but you know, it's just
And
it's like
honestly,
we hit some key points though. Like, look, you really just don't want to miss this day, period. None of them. Let's keep them all. Let's keep all the feast days, all of them. Let's keep them all, man. Let's put out a challenge right now. He said, "Be strong and very courageous, man. You got to be strong, man. This is not for the weak. This is
at
not,
all.
bro. This is not for the weak, King. So I yield, King.
Yeah, man. And so for all honor, glory, and praise to the Most High, and just let everybody know that through the Spirit, we'll be resuming this tomorrow around 2-ish. We'll come back on, give everybody a chance to, kind of pray it up for themselves and for their families. We're going to try to get back on and jump on this thing, man. And Most High willing, and we can bring out some more precepts. Hey, any brothers in the family, hey, we strongly, hey, throw it out there. Hey, brothers want to get on this live, and we're just going through the Spirit, man. We're just going to go ahead and we're going to strengthen everybody up through the Spirit. So giving all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh by Hashem, Hamashem like Shai. My name is Ariyah.
Tazawan.
Hey, and I came to establish the law and what, King?
And we're going to push the damn button.
Hey, Khan, and we see y'all bright and early, man. Same Soldier Yahweh line, same Soldier Yahweh channel. With that being said, Shalom.